Welcome to Canton, Illinois, where it is a regional preview as the Macomb Bombers at 21-4 prepare to face off the 11-16 Canton Little Giants. It's the Bombers and it's the Little Giants, and it's next on the Bombers Sports Network.
Pace, loses it, Doyle slams it home! And the crowd rises to their feet in celebration. It was arguably the best dunk of the year.
Welcome, everybody, to the historic Alice Ingersoll Gym as the Macomb Bombers and the Canton Little Giants prepare to do battle in a Saturday matinee here from Canton, Illinois. Justice Keene, and we're joined today alongside the president of Spoon River College, that's Dr. Kurt Oldfield, and we got a good one set here this afternoon.
Yeah, it's fun to be able to be in Alice Ingersoll on a Saturday afternoon and be able to see these two teams compete. We got to see the matchup earlier this season, and Alice is such a fun place to play, and it's got a lot of great memories for Macomb Bombers, that's for sure.
Of course it does, and if those viewing with us will probably vividly remember this right side of the floor. It was right in front of us here where Peoria Emanuel had a last-second shot to attempt to win the ball game. The shot falls short, and that was the game heard around the state last year. And I know you were on the other side for it, and I'm not even sure anybody in the gym could believe it. And while Macomb was celebrating, I think it was more of kind of a zombie walk in disbelief.
For sure. You know, I was on the clock that game, and you could just see that momentum building, and you could almost feel that energy in the gym that evening when that game was going on. And Macomb just kept grinding and working hard and playing good defense and did everything they could to stay competitive in that game, and they came out victorious. So it was fun to watch that celebration, because you're right. I think both sides of the gym were just like thinking, what did we just witness here? So it was a fun high school basketball environment for the players and for the fans.
Yeah, that week was rocking in this gym, and a lot of good memories here for this Macomb squad. They come in at 21-4 this year as they visit Canton, and a win last night 49-34 over the Camp Point Central Panthers on the road. So kind of an interesting turnaround for both these teams, as we don't see a lot of games at noon, 1 o'clock on the boys' side of the basketball
night, and then to turn around. So this rescheduled snow out game was neat to be able to see, but it takes a lot of energy for these players to play a challenging game on Friday night, turn around and be ready to go on a Saturday morning. So it gives these student athletes really a test, both mentally and physically, to be prepared for this game here at noontime today.
And this reschedule couldn't happen at a better time, because we found out yesterday this right here is going to be a regional semifinal matchup in about 2 weeks' time, and these two teams are going to meet for the third time this year, this time on Macomb's floor at the high school.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to be able to see that transition when you think about the importance of those regional games, and Macomb getting to host those regional games. It will give a great opportunity for Canton and Macomb to continue this tradition of playing each other very tight and having competitive ball games each time they play.
Yeah, Macomb hosting that 2A regional. First time they've hosted a 2A one in about a decade. So going to be interested to see how the Bombers react today and regional matchup in just a few weeks. We're going to take a short break. Back with more from Alice Ingersoll Gym, Bombers, and the Canton Little Giants. More from Canton after these local messages.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credits.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
We join you back here from Alice Ingersoll Gym, and Dr. Kurt Oldfield with us. And I recognize that guy getting slimed in that commercial. And we were just talking about how much dry cleaning you had to do. And do you still have the suit?
I do not. I took it right into a trash bag, and it went right to the dumpster after that. They did a good job. I told them when we were prepping for that commercial, they only got one chance to do it right. So they practiced a few times, and they nailed it on their first attempt.
Say they did a good job there. It was almost like the old school Nickelodeon slime there.
That's exactly what the goal was. That's a registered product, so we couldn't, a patent product, so we couldn't use that. But our chemistry instructor, she designed a slime that was used, and so it was pretty fun for the students and I to be able to do that together.
We're about 8 minutes away from the opening tap of Canton and Macomb here. Let's meet our starting lineups. Canton 11-16 on the year, of course, out of the historic Mid-Illini Conference with Canton and Metamora, Morton, Dunlap, East Peoria, Pekin, Washington, and Limestone. That's a powerhouse right there.
Yeah, a lot of good basketball in that conference.
100%. They'll start at one guard, number 1, Logan Nichols. The other guard, 3, Gavin Otto. Lakin Otto, the third guard, 10. Colin Johnson, the forward, 21, and down low, 24, Miles Hoops. John Gersnich, the head coach for the Little Giants. 21-4, Macomb Bombers. Everything sticking the same for Jeremy Anderson. He'll start the guards, Hogue and Watson, Nolan Hogue and Drew Watson. The point guard, 12, Braden Holthouse. At 1 forward, Malachi Conley, number 5. And the other forward, 25, Langdon Lambert. He is the forward. Jeremy Anderson, the head coach for the Macomb Bombers, 7 wins away from becoming the all-time winningest coach in Macomb basketball history. Look at that guy behind us. There's Coach Otto in the house, becoming the all-time winningest coach in Bomber history, and assisted by Brian Langworthy, Zach Keene, and Justin Ellison. And of course, we remember Jeremy Anderson got his 300th here at the sectional title game, and if you add up where those 8 games or 7 games would take us, it would take us to a sectional title again. So you got 300 in a sectional title. Why not become the winningest coach in a sectional title?
Just keep that trend going. It's nice to have a Fulton County boy back in Fulton County. So Coach Anderson went to Lewistown High School, and so it's nice to have him back here, and I'm sure this gym's pretty special to him.
100%, and coached with the legendary Mel Casper as well, and Mel, of course, a lot of good teams over there at Lewiston.
Yeah, there was a nice streak on both the boys and girls of basketball talent that's come through Lewistown. Lewistown girls a few years ago were state champions, and they continue to take basketball very seriously in Lewistown.
Absolutely. We're about 6 minutes away from the opening tap. We'll take a little bit of an extended break here. Back with more at them from Canton, Alice Ingersoll Gym after these local messages.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there.
Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Backtown Fitness in Macomb.
Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family-owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb.
At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Abram Olson Country Financial in Macomb. Abram is available to help you with your insurance and financial needs, and he enjoys helping friends and neighbors in the Macomb area protect what they have and prepare for their future. Stop in and see him today at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Back here at Alice Ingersoll Gym in Canton, Illinois, it is the pre-screening, if you will, of the Class 2A Regional at Macomb High School in just about 2 weeks' time. And went by very, very fast. The season always does. We were talking, just like the school year does, once you get to that holiday tournament, once you get to Christmas break, it just flies.
Yeah, January and February really just kind of take off. When you get past that holiday break, it disappears quick, and postseason's right up on top of us.
100%. And we were talking, the Coach Jeff Otto sitting behind us, of course, athletic director at Farmington and former boys coach at Farmington and former boys coach at Canton. Of course, he had several good teams. He beat Macomb in championship of the holiday tournament a couple times. But we were talking about the Farmington will get to host. Canton is just that kind of odd team left out where they got the quote-unquote bye to Macomb, and just kind of that weird regional bracket setup this year.
Yeah, that's when you look at that, the right idea is trying to get geographic schools to play. When you think about how if you seed teams 1 through 8 or 1 through 9, you don't always get number 2 to get to play number 8 or 7 in that scenario. So it'll be interesting to see how that postseason works its way out, because there's some really strong sectionals around the state, and certainly that Sherrard sectional will be one that I think a lot of good basketball will be played over that postseason period.
Let's say, speaking of postseason basketball, America's original March Madness already here for the girls, and this is a triple header here today. We had JV boys game, we had the varsity boys, and then the IHSA girls, Canton girls, are going to play Farmington girls, and the winner of that plays the Macomb girls in the Knoxville regional. So the girls postseason already underway.
Yeah, they've gotten started, and this is that first play-in game of the regional. So it's that March Madness has gotten started, and so Alice will be a busy gym today with, like you said, Justice, we've got 3 games that are going to be played here, and so a lot of good basketball on a Saturday afternoon with snow on the ground. It's a good time to come to the gym and be able to watch some student athletes work hard.
Say we did get very lucky. The snowstorm we were supposed to get didn't really end up being it seems like when we get called for a snowstorm, it ends up being just a dusting.
Well, being the guy that gets to decide when college is open and when college is closed, I made that decision on Tuesday night, and I woke up Wednesday morning and thought, we should be in school.
And as a student of Spoon River College, it was a great decision. So I'm very happy to support that one. We're about a minute away here as teams they're going to get their final shots up here. Marty Lozier's in the house too.
I like to say bad words behind you while you're on.
We're going to turn on the 20-second delay. We're going to turn on the delay for you.
Yeah.
Coach Marty Lozier's behind us, the Farmington boys coach. And he's in the house, and the Farmington boys, they'll feed into the Macomb Regional as well. We're going to go down to the scores table for the opening introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Canton High School Hall. This athletic event is conducted under the regulations of the Illinois High School Association. We encourage you to demonstrate good sportsmanship throughout this contest, no matter what your personal feelings of loyalty may be. Throwing of any objects onto the playing area is strictly forbidden, and the officials are authorized to take appropriate action to ensure the safety of all. Also, abusive and offensive language by the fans in the stands will not be tolerated. Offenders will be escorted from the gymnasium. Thank you for your cooperation. Will everyone please rise, remove your caps, face the flag above center court, place your hand over your heart as we honor America, all veterans, and the men and women now serving our country both at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem. Oh, say can you see my lantern light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose stars through the perilous tide, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were clouds bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Good afternoon, ladies.
We will go back down and meet the starting lineups.
For Little Giant basketball this afternoon, Little Giants welcome the Macomb Bombers. Let's meet the Bombers. At forward, the junior, number 0, Nolan Coach. At guard, the junior, number 1, Drew Watson. At guard, the senior, number 5, Malachi Conley. Brayden Holthouse. And at center, a senior, number 25, Langdon Lambert. Now, get it. It makes you know you're Canton Little Giants. At guard, a senior, number 1, Logan Nichols. At guard, a senior, number 3, Otto.
So the Little Giants introduced here again. Their head coach John Gersnich, a longtime basketball coach, and he's done a pretty good job coaching this Canton team. And particularly, you know, Canton's just one of those tough situations, being a 2A team but being in a 3A conference.
Yeah, they're the smallest school in the Mid-Illini Conference, which has all the way up to Pekin, who's going to be playing in the 4A regional, and so you see a lot of variety of school size. But Coach Gersnich always gets his teams ready. They play hard, make sure he always makes them play good defense. Regardless of how things look on the offensive side, you can always count on a Little Giant team to play strong defense.
The War played in the background takes us back to the sectional days here. Nolan Hogue at center floor along with Logan Nichols. Bombers, Little Giants, the preview of the regional semifinals at MHS. Jim, strap yourselves in, folks. This is Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bombers Sports Network. Up and underway, the Little Giants control the opening tap and move from our left to right as we see it courtside here at Alice Ingersoll, and the Bombers going to play fast here early as they get their first look at the basketball. Watson drives, kicks out to Conley, left corner 3, no good. That was about the place where we saw Connor Bishop bank in that three, which started the momentum in that sectional against Manual.
That was one that kind of turned the tide right from that corner that really started to, you could feel that momentum build. So Bombers are playing good defense right now. They're really coming out on top of the ball and not letting any driving lanes really open up for the Little Giants.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we see out of both these teams today, not trying to give away too much ahead of the postseason in about 2 weeks. There's Otto in the lane. He'll kick back outside and find Johnson. Johnson with a drive. Ball comes loose, picked up by Nolan Hogue. Hogue will reset, and Holthouse brings it across the midcourt logo. In the front court, Watson. Conley loses control of it, able to get there and beat it. And it comes out loose again and out of bounds. And again, as we talked about, both these teams played last night, and just going to be interesting to see how things get going here early.
Yep, both kind of seem a little bit sluggish here to get started, but it seems like the idea is there to play good defense and to limit those shots. So we may see a tight game today because both are playing outstanding defense right now.
There's a travel there in the lane by Miles Hoops. And Bomber basketball, 6:42 on the clock here, just getting underway from the Alice Ingersoll Gym in Canton, Illinois. The former site last year of the 2A sectional. And again, a lot of good memories. And we talked to Coach Anderson prior to this, and he said, of course, I have a lot of reflections here, said a lot of good memories, but today it's all about taking care of business and trying to get a win over this Canton team and to set the pace for the postseason.
It's been nice to see Macomb kind of continue that win streak now, getting up to 21 wins. That's an important milestone to have.
Braden Holthouse lays it up and in, and the Bombers strike first in this matinee battle, 2-0 Macomb. Canton trying to answer the other end. Otto with it in the front court. 2 minutes into this game, Otto feeds left corner, finds Gavin Otto, his brother. Otto drives, floater from about 15 feet, and the Canton Little Giants answer. We're tied at 2 apiece.
That's an important shot for Gavin to be able to hit there because outside game's important to this squad, so they've got to be able to hit those perimeter shots like that and continue to move the ball.
They say we saw him hitting a lot of those at Western Hall in the first game of the tournament there when Macomb played him. Outside perimeter now for the Little Giants. They'll feed left corner. Conley and close, and he gets tied up there. It's one of those where it's either going to be a jump ball or foul. That's going to be on.
It's going to be an auto foul.
Yep. So his first, team first as well. And the Bombers will push the other way. We're tied at 2 apiece. Slow start for both teams. Holthouse with it. Front court looking. Lambert at the top of the key. Left corner now is Watson. Watson drives, brings it back out front at the free throw line. He'll get back to Conley in the left corner. Conley trying to keep it there with 5:07 to play. Hogue and a whistle and an offensive foul. That's going to be on first one, and both teams one foul here. Otto with it, and he will set the offense for the Little Giants.
Looks like Macomb's playing a 3-2 zone here to really force that shot to be outside, clogging everything up on the inside. So they're really making Canton move that ball around to try to find an open shot because Macomb's defense has been very responsive here at the beginning part of this quarter.
Canton resetting now. Logan Nichols with it in the front court. And, of course, Jeremy Anderson, the defensive mind. He's a very defensive coach and does a great job with the defensive end. Johnson with it. Lake and Otto back to the top of the key. And one of the things we didn't mention is that the last time these two teams met up, they had the shot clock they had to worry about too.
Yeah, that changes the game a little bit when you have that pressure of knowing you got to get that playoff. So now we're trading threes.
There we go. Logan Nichols hits one for Canton, and then Drew Watson answers. And we are tied now at 5 apiece.
This is kind of what we thought might happen is teams would get on a run at the same time. So it's going to be a competitive game throughout these 32 minutes of basketball today.
Johnson in the front court. He'll give to Nichols. 3:40 to go. First quarter action here. In this noon contest, preview of the Class 2A Regional at Macomb in about 2 weeks' time. Otto within the corner. Back to Otto of the Lakin variety. Top now to Miles Hoops. Good ball movement from this Canton team here early in the contest. Down low and traveling. Referee signaled for a foul, and then he moved his arms and said traveling instead. So 3:25 to go. We're tied at 5 apiece, and Macomb a chance to take the lead going the other way. Lambert in the corner. He'll give to the Watson at the top of the key. Watson over to Conley with 3:10 to play. In the free throw line for Hogue, he got it to go.
Nice shot. A good way to take advantage of that hole in the in the defense there, and Mr. Hogue finds a way to find the bottom of the net.
Yeah, Nolan Hogue's been that quiet player this year that just kind of does the little things that make the big impacts at the end of the night.
Yeah, I remember seeing him at the Macomb tournament, and he did lots of good things that didn't necessarily show up on a stat sheet, but he certainly is a good team player for the Bombers.
Conley on the break gives to Watson, trying to find a path, and he does. And now, 2-possession game as Watson has 5 now, and a 9-5, and John Gerznich will take a timeout. Kind of a fast opening start for both teams. We weren't sure what we were going to see, but kind of back and forth.
The last 4 minutes have certainly been a little bit different here from what we saw the first minute or so, but it's nice to be able to see Watson take that drive into the hoop and a soft touch to get it over the front of the rim. He's really impressive as a player to be able to watch that ball control and his body control. He works around whatever the defense is, and he's always been a talented player, and he continues to demonstrate that skill.
Yeah, certainly a good ball player indeed. Chris Dewar's in the house, so highlights tonight on KHQA, and very busy man today, I'm sure, being Saturday. And again, he probably here because, again, this is going to be the matchup in the postseason, and it just kind of worked out where the winter storm we had before, the one earlier this week, and this got rescheduled, and I don't know if just kind of one of those things that perfect timing.
Yeah, it works out great, and it's good to see Rhodes lead from Canton to Quincy. So.
Canton on the fast pace out of the timeout. Corner 3 on the way. It's good. And that is Gavin Otto, and a 1-point game now. Otto with 5 here early in this contest. 2:10 to go. Holdhouse with it in the corner. He'll fire a 3, swatted and blocked by Lakin Otto. Ahead, and Holthouse going to beat the basketball to the outside perimeter. John Gerson is telling his team we got to be patient. 1:43 with it. Watson trying to find a path. Double teamed over there by Gandy. Thompson with it. Left corner is Holthouse. Holthouse trying to find a path as well. Canton up in their defensive pressure out of their timeout just a bit ago. Line ball in the lane. Ball comes out loose. Going to stay with Macomb. And Canton up in their defense.
Yeah, that's kind of a trademark there. They try to keep people out of the paint and work hard to keep the ball on the move so that the looks that the opposite team gets is somewhat minimal. But
9-8, 1.5 to play here in the first quarter. Line ball trying to save it. He does. Gets it to LB. LB in the lane. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Gandy on the rebound, and he will feed ahead to Colin Johnson, who will bring it up the floor for the Little Giants. Johnson at the top of the key. Gandy with it. Back outside. It is Luck.
Yeah, we're already starting to see a couple of the freshmen and sophomores who played in the previous game out on the floor. So Coach is trying to keep fresh legs in front.
Absolutely. Watson to the basket there, puts it up and in. No foul called. And the Bombers lead back to 3, under a minute to go in the first quarter. Gerznich with it. In the right corner is Gavin Otto. Otto got to get out of there, otherwise going to get called for the 5 seconds. Ahead now, it is Colin Johnson to the basket, and he's going to be fouled in motion. Both these teams not afraid to attack the basket here early in this contest.
Yeah, they're certainly trying to get it to the hoop, and free throw line sometimes has been the nemesis for the Little Giants, so we'll see how they do today.
First one up and good. That foul was on Isaac Lineball, number 3, his first, team second. 11-9, and one more here for Colin Johnson. Second one, missed it off the front of the rim. Picked up by Conley. Conley and the Bombers going to go from our right to left into the front court, and that was just bad pass because Conley about slipped on the floor there, and if he would have went down, that's a travel.
Yeah, he made the best of a bad situation there.
So Canton back with it, 30 seconds to play in the opening quarter here. And they can be patient here and wait for the last shot if they so choose. It'll be Johnson to bring it up to the front court. Wind down this clock a little bit. Set up their offense. 11-9, Bombers by 2. Canton can tie it or take the lead here at the end of the quarter. Back into the front court, Gavin Otto. Otto with it. Left side. Back to Colin Johnson with 5. 5 and 4. Down to 3. Johnson driving. 2 seconds. Double teamed. They're not going to get a shot off. They do, but they're going to wave it off and say it wasn't in time. Didn't go in either way. 11-9. 1 quarter in the books, and we'll pause for a break here. Bombers and the Little Giants. Back with more after these messages.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there.
Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Welcome you back to Canton, Illinois, the Alice Ingersoll Gym here in Canton, and the Macomb Bombers clinging to a 2-point lead after 1 quarter. And Bombers put up 11 points in the first quarter last night, and the game before 11, and the game before 18, so pretty consistent there.
I would say that's a pretty consistent start to have 2 games in a row and have 11 points in that first quarter.
Say 11-9. Both these teams kind of got some energy there as the game went on, and they kind of got into the game a little bit. Going to be Bomber basketball as we get the second quarter underway here. And the Bombers inbound right in front of us here courtside at Canton, and the Bombers with the opening possession. Conley with it, feeds left corner and finds Nolan Hogue. Hogue ahead to Conley in the front court at the top. Conley for 3, it's good.
That's a smooth shot.
Malachi Conley, if he's hitting 3 balls, he is hard to stop. That's the first one he's got today. 14-9, Bombers extend their lead. Johnson with it at the top of the key. Ahead now to Gavin Otto.
Macomb's back to play in that zone. It's really extended the floor for the Little Giants, forced them away from the basket.
Little Giants moving around here. Colin Johnson back with it at the top of the arc with 7:10 to play. Just getting the second quarter underway in this matinee contest in Canton. Johnson ahead to Gavin Otto. Otto to Johnson. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by the Little Giants. Gavin Otto able to secure it. Ahead now. Back to Otto in the front court. John Gersnich making his play call. Right corner now. Ball tipped in midair, grabbed by Conley. And last touch there by Gavin Otto, and good defense there for the Bombers.
Yeah, Gavin Otto is one of those players that gives you every minute that he's on the floor, gives you 100%, and it's fun to watch him play. I've watched him since he was a third grader at St. Mary's Gym and travel basketball, and he's always been a talented player.
Holthouse to bring it up the floor here with 6:40 to play in the second quarter. Watson ahead now to Conley. Conley over to Hogue. Hogue looking for the open, trying to find a pass somewhere. Conley with it. He'll drive, floater from the outside, and blocked in midair. Lambert picks it up, and that goes off the shot clock, and Canton basketball.
We're really seeing a chess match here today in terms of that defense that's being played, and 2 defensive-minded coaches going after each other with talented players on the floor. So it's a lot of hard work's being done out here by these 10 players that are on the floor.
Say these 2 head coaches, John Gersnich, Jeremy Anderson, have seen plenty of basketball in their day.
Yeah, Coach Gersnich was even a Spoon River College coach for us when Spoon River College had a run of good teams in the late 90s and early 2000. So Coach has seen it at multiple levels, high school and college level, and I know that Coach Anderson's the same way. I've watched him coach, and it's been amazing to see the consistency of teams that he creates each year.
Holthouse with it. He'll feed Conley in the corner. Back to Holthouse. Bombers with the 14-9 advantage. Holthouse finds a path. Ball loose on the floor. Lambert trying to get a hand on it. He does. Out to Watson. Fakes the three. Fires one. It is in and out. No good. Rattles around. Conley's there to put it up and in.
Nice offensive rebound.
Malachi Conley with 5 on the afternoon, and Bombers going to need a big rest of the season out of him. He went for 4 points last night. Holthouse leading the Bombers against Camp Point with 18. Front court as we approach the 5-minute mark. Zeke Gandy back in the right corner here. Lakin Otto will bring it back, reset. Under 5 to play in the first half.
Yeah, Canton really needs a score here in this possession, or Macomb could easily get on a run with this style that they're playing, getting up and down the floor now.
Zeke Gandy trying to find a path. He does. Swatted there in midair by Lambert. Watson to Conley. Turnaround toss up. It's good. And the Bombers lead extended to 9. 18-9 ahead for the Little Giants. Lakin Otto ahead now to Miles Hoops. Hoops back outside perimeter with 4:25 to play. Anderson ahead now to Nichols. Drives and keeps it back outside. Gandy with it. Gandy got to go. Ball loose. Corner 3 on the way. No good. And rebound Holthouse. Watson ahead on the break. Eases his way in there. Almost looked like he hurt his ankle there. Bombers will reset. Conley with it. Top of the key. 3:45 to play. Watson in the corner. He will drive. Take it to the basket. Not in motion. Zeke Gandy charged with a foul, and Gandy played in the junior varsity contest, so definitely, you know, he's playing on some tired legs, but I got a feeling that come 2 weeks from now, when there's not a JV game, he's going to be one to watch in that regional.
Yeah, his size, he takes up a lot of space on the floor. He's improved as the year's gone along, and he continues to be a coachable kind of player that seems like he's making improvement.
Watson goes 2 of 2 in a 20-9 lead as John Gersnich does the old Grinnell style, 5 in, 5 out, and get some new legs out there on the floor with 3.5 to play in the first half. Lakin Otto at the top as we hit the 3:30 mark. Long 3 ball on the way. It's good for Miles Hoops.
Miles, one of those players that can get it done on both sides of the floor, so it's nice to see him get Little Giant scoring started here a little bit, keep this game competitive.
8-point lead. Conley in the corner now. Back to Cooper Hobson in the front court. Bombers playing with that fast style of pace. Turned over into the hands of the Little Giants. 2:57 to go. Bombers with an 8-point lead. To the basket go the Little Giants. They're the Flying Giants as Lakin Otto puts it up and in.
Kind of mirroring the pace of Macomb there with a little bit of fast break score. So Macomb continues to move the ball around.
Left corner, Cooper Hobson back to Malachi Conley. Conley in the front court. Drives, keeps it there. Floater 3 on the way. It is good.
That's a tough shot right there for Malachi, and he made it look so smooth as it went in the hoop.
Good there for Malachi Conley. 23-14. Lead extended for the Macomb Bombers. Drew Watson going the other way. Ahead now for Isaac Lineball. Lineball fires a 3. In and out, no good. Grabbed into the hands of the Little Giants. They'll push ahead with 2 minutes to play in the first half. Top of the key now is Miles Hoops. Hoops with it. He'll feed ahead to Gavin Otto. Otto in the front court with 1:47 to play. 23-14, Macomb in the lead by 9. To the basket, lays it up and in. It's good for Lakin Otto. So 1.5 to play here. Canton cutting into the Macomb Bombers lead. Bombers looking to answer here. Cooper Hobson with it. Ahead now to Drew Watson. Watson to line ball. Left corner Conley. Fires another three. No good. Off the front iron. Rebound Little Giants, and they'll go the other way. Anderson. That's actually Lakin Otto. Correction there. Otto to the front court. And he will set up the offense here as we hit the 60-second mark. Under a minute to play here, and the Little Giants going to waste down some clock here. Conley going to step up and play some defense. Gavin Otto back to the top of the key for Colin Johnson. Johnson at the midcourt logo with 45 seconds. Ahead now for Lakin Otto. And again, we talked about this. Obviously, no advantage of that.
Yeah, that shot clock certainly sped up the games we saw at the holiday tournament, and as a preview of what we're going to see a couple seasons from now when that's a standard requirement for high school basketball. So it will change the way some teams play in the future.
To the basket, score and a foul. Lakin Otto, he's got 6, a chance for 7. 23-18. That will be on line ball. Second personal for him, team first.
Lakin had it in his mind he was going to the hoop no matter who was there, so he worked his way through that traffic pretty well.
23-18, 23.1 left in the first half. Shot on the way up, it's good. 23-19. Holthouse, cross midfloor and a whistle and a foul. That is going to be on Gavin Otto. So Otto's second, team second as well. 16.5 to go. Hogue to inbound, and Holthouse will bring it up across the timeline with 13 seconds here. Bombers will have the last shot and a chance to extend their lead into the locker room. Conley with it. Conley trying to find a path. Turnaround 360 to line ball for 3. No good. Conley on the putback. Not enough time though. Waved off. And at the end of one half, 23-19. And this game is a anybody's ball game.
Yeah, that's really a tight matchup when you think about that. Nobody's really gotten on a streak or a run where we've put a lot of points on the board. So both teams are playing great defense right now.
We'll pause for a quick break, and we'll be back with halftime numbers after these messages. This is the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote. 2400. Online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there.
Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb.
Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb.
At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Abram Olson Country Financial in Macomb. Abram is available to help you with your insurance and financial needs, and he enjoys helping friends and neighbors in the Macomb area protect what they have and prepare for their future. Stop in and see him today at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA, McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older.
Looking for your next vehicle? Kunis Country has the best deals on new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Friendly service, unbeatable prices, and a huge selection. Visit Kunis Country today and drive home happy. Stop and see them at 3200 East Jackson Street in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Need reliable insurance? Tom Conklin State Farm has you covered. Whether it's auto, home, or life insurance, Tom and his team are here to protect what matters most. Call today and get a free quote from your local trusted insurance agent at 309-837-1200 or stop in at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Harry Masato Golf Course. The Harry Masato Golf Course at Western Illinois University has been serving the campus community and the city of Macomb for over 50 years. Stop out and see what the Harry Masato Golf Course has in store for 2024.
Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
The Macomb Bomber Booster Club. Visit them today at www.bombersports.org to find out how you can get signed up and support all Bomber athletics this season. Get in the game. Join the Bomber Sports Boosters today.
Farmers, are you tired of waterlogged fields that slow you down and cost you money? At ADI, we understand the importance of efficiency. Their advanced drainage systems protect your crops and boost yields, letting you focus on what you do best. Call them today at 800-545-9044 to start building your water management. Go Bombers and go ADI. You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credits.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
We are back here at the Alice Ingersoll Gym. It's halftime. Dr. Kurt Oldfield's with us, president of Spoon River College, and give us a little update what's going on at the college and a lot of exciting things, particularly in Macomb right now with your quote-unquote new building. Obviously the building not being built, but some renovations.
Yeah, we're working hard there on East Jackson Street. That's in there is general contractors Hine, and they're right on schedule, which is pretty unusual to say during a construction project, but because of that being the old Kmart or Heilig Myers or Bowling Alley or Value Village, however far back your memory goes, that building being enclosed helped them get started. Drywall is about 3/4 of the way done on the inside, and so we were in there about a week ago with some faculty and staff, and they were really impressed with the work that's being done so far. We'll move in July, so that time will be here before we know it, and we'll see students in there in August. So Justice, your classes will be in there this fall, and we're really excited. It gives us a lot of new opportunities, especially career and technical programs that we just didn't have space for at Old Macomb High. We're able to have some career tech programs that we're excited to get launched. The heating, ventilating, air, and advanced manufacturing program to support our manufacturers in the region to be able to have the workforce that they need to keep productivity as strong as possible.
To say the size of the building, I was there at the wall breaking, and you look on the outside and you think, well, that's not that big of a building, but once you go inside, you see how bigger the space is going to be. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty cavernous. It's about 66,000 square feet altogether, because the outreach center that's been there since 2010 takes up about 33,000 square feet. So that building is just shy of 100,000 square feet, and the parking is exceptional. That's one of the challenges we've had at the Old Macomb High, is finding enough spots for students to park. That's one of the biggest complaints we get from our students, so it's nice for them to have a great big parking lot that'll fit everybody.
Yeah, we look forward to it. And, of course, while we're on the topic of basketball, one of the things Spoon River College is hosting this year is the Kiwanis All-Star Game for the seniors.
We're really excited to be able to host this again and work with the Kiwanis Club of Canton. They invite all-star players, especially seniors from basketball programs across West Central Illinois. It's a fun time for us to be able to have people come onto campus, and we really enjoy hosting that event. The Kiwanis group has been exceptional to work with, and it's as a basketball enthusiast, it's fun for me to be able to see all of that talent in one gym.
I say the former site right here at Alice Ingersoll, but you guys obviously have the spacious and really nice gym over there at the college.
Yeah, having 4 locker rooms is really nice because then we can have the
girls game
yep. And the boys game all together, and everybody has their own space.
We're getting ready to get the second half underway here. This thing is tight, and certainly anybody's ball game right now. Both teams good first half and then a good closing first half there from Canton on the kind of back end of the quarter.
Yeah, that Canton really kind of made a run and tried to get that point differential made up, but Macomb's playing good ball. That outside shot is fallen for Conley, and I anticipate 3 balls here, so we'll probably see scoring pick up here in this third quarter.
All right, we're ready to get underway. Third quarter about to get rocking here, and Canton will open with the arrow. Colin Johnson to inbound, and he'll get it in. We are underway here, second half action from outside perimeter for Gavin Otto. Otto ahead to Lakin Otto. Left corner, it is Colin Johnson. Johnson in the lane. Floater is good for Miles Hoops.
That was great vision from that pass to be able to wide open to make that bunny shot.
So Miles Hoops gets it to drop here. He's got 5 on the night. 23-21, Bombers by 2. Conley, a little floater there awkwardly. Ball comes out loose, picked up by the Little Giants. They're going to push the other way. 23-21 as we get the second half just underway here, about a minute in to the third quarter. Top of the key now, Lakin Otto. Otto ahead, floater on the way. It is good, courtesy of Logan Nichols, and we're all tied at 23. Watson with it in the right court. He'll go top of the key, Lambert, and we have a whistle and a foul.
Looks like it's going to be a Lakin Otto foul.
So Otto's first personal, team first as well. Lambert with it now at the top of the key for the Bombers. He'll feed Hogue at the back to the top. Now Holthouse. Holthouse takes it to the right court. Looks Lambert back with it with 6:40 to play.
So nice to be able to see that Macomb squad that so many good ball handlers on the floor. All 5 on the floor aren't afraid to take that ball and move it around. It's really refreshing to see those fundamentals being played strong in Macomb.
Very good ball movement and very good ball handling. And speaking of good ball handling, Conley to the basket, puts it up and in, and Macomb back with the 2-point advantage. Front court now is Colin Johnson. 6:10 to play. Johnson finds a path to the basket. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Nolan Hogue, and he'll feed to Watson, who brings it across midcourt. Watson now to the basket, trying to go all the way. Didn't get the shot he wanted off. Intercepted. Football play by the quarterback, Braden Holthouse, and he's fouled in motion. So it's going to be a non-shooting foul. Going to be on Colin Johnson. First personal for him, team second. And the Bombers back with it. Conley in the left front court, feeds cross to Watson. Long 2, not a 3. He's inside the line and going to stay with Macomb.
Great ball movement by the Bombers to be able to find Connor there in the corner. When he gets hot, scoring will really get started for the Bombers.
Holthouse looking back to Conley in the right corner this time. Conley moves out of there, finds a path to the basket, and he's fouled. And this is similar to what we saw in the sectional last year, where the Bombers just kind of started going to the basket and getting fouled and making those free throws.
Yeah, get to the line and make those free throws. So when you're a good free throw shooting team, you want to find your spot where you can stop the clock and put some points on the board.
All about chipping away at that.
Oh, was those missed opportunities they had.
Hoops with the basket, no good. A rebound, Watson. He'll give to Holthouse. Bombers, can they get something? No good. Rebound and put back.
Good look by Braden. That was a good shot for him to take.
Left corner now for Gavin Otto. He drives and is fouled. Going to be on Conley. Actually, no. Yeah, Conley, his first personal, and there's a lengthy three. Gavin Otto and Canton back in the lead. 26-25. Put back up, good for Langdon Lambert, and the Bombers back by one. (27-26), back and forth we go. Gavin Otto drives, kicks ahead to Colin Johnson. Johnson at the free throw line, looking, back of the corner now, reset. Lake and Otto with it in the front court with 4:48 to play. Otto ahead now, knocked out of the hands of
nice
the
clean block.
Absolutely, of the Little Giants. Lambert with it in the front. Holthouse right corner, driving to the basket, up, and he's fouled.
Got the right angle to go at that basket, so you really appreciate that willingness to take that foul and try to make something of it here at the free throw line.
Johnson charged with the foul, his second, team fourth. First one's in and good for Holthouse. Second one off the front iron. Rebound Lambert put up by Hogue. He got it to go.
That's one of those plays again where Hogue's at the right spot at the right time and does his job to get some more points.
To say he's only got 4 points on the stat sheet, but there's so much more he does in a game that you don't see.
Yeah, he was working hard down there to make sure he got that offensive rebound.
Corner three on the way, up, going to be short. Put back up and good though by Colin Johnson. (28-30), Canton trailing now by 2. Conley with it at the top of the key. He'll feed to Watson. Watson at the top. Back to Conley. Back and forth they go. Conley trying to find a path to the basket. Lambert. Now to Conley. Ball comes loose. Watson trying to run it down. Out of bounds. Going to stay.
Thank you, Shane. I don't know how you didn't see that,
They're going to switch the call. And it will be Canton basketball. 3:33 to go. Nick Elby going to come in for Lambert in Jeremy Anderson's rotations.
He does some good things when he gets on the floor.
2-on-1 break for Nolan Hogue, who lays it up and in, and the Bombers lead back to 4, 32-28.
He just picked that pocket right there.
3:07 to play. And a whistle and a foul. Nick Elby, his.
A little bit of extracurricular conversation, I think, going on there. So referees will reset this play.
Canton on the reset. Hoops with it. He'll feed ahead. Lusk with it. And
he's getting a flop warning.
Yeah.
Isaac's back in the game now, so we'll continue to see the Bombers play some good, strong defense here.
3 ball on the way, no good. And that is going to be a flop. And out of bounds.
Be a little giant ball. They tried to take advantage of those open shots because they're far and few in between. So they put up the shot but can't get it to fall through the net.
2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Bombers with it. LB turnaround toss-up, can't get it to go. Put back, second try, up and good.
He worked hard underneath there to get those 2 points. He really found a way to find the score. He wasn't going to give up on that play.
LB extend the Bombers lead 34-28. Now in the corner of the Little Giants. Back Wilcox into the top of the key
for Cam. So sure a tough game last night against Washington. Cam. So sure a tough game last night against Washington. Took a little energy out of the Little Giants for this morning's game.
Got an offensive foul called. It's going to be on Drew Watson, his first, team third. So back to 16 to play, 34-28, Bombers hanging on to the lead. Lake and Otto with it at the top of the key as we hit the 60-second mark. 1 minute to play. Bombers hanging on.
Bombers are really outside game just for that reason. Drew Watson's got it. Gonna go for a layup.
To the basket, up and good. 36-28 now. Cross court, Lake and Otto with it. 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Three ball on the way. It's good from Lake and Otto.
Nice look by Lakin to be able to keep this game in check.
So lead to cut to 5. Bombers 36, Canton 31. LB with it, ahead to line ball. Line ball with it, now to Nolan Hogue rather, with 10 seconds left. Holthouse at the top of the key, right corner for line ball. Watson with it, down to 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1. Holthouse at the buzzer. No good. Close.
That's the guy you want to shoot that shot. So
100%.
Give it to your quarterback and your athletic player and let him give it a chance.
3 quarters in the books. We'll pause for a short break. Back with the fourth quarter after this. This is the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning, Fint, and DeJody. Your community, your law firm in Macomb.
We join you back here in Canton as the Bombers and Little Giants prepare for fourth quarter action. Going to be Macomb basketball out of the in-quarter break, and the Bombers holding on to a 5-point advantage here as we head to the fourth quarter. Malachi Conley going to inbound the basketball right in front of us. Underway, Holthouse to bring it up the floor, and the Bombers trying to extend this lead here early and put away the Little Giants for the second time this year. Ball comes out loose, picked up by Gavin Otto, and Otto to bring it up into the front court. He'll switch, and it'll be Lakin Otto to bring it up. Otto to Gandy. Gandy on the outside perimeter with it. Little Giants moving around here, 7:25. Just a little bit into this fourth quarter. Canton trying to cut into this Macomb lead and try to get something rolling. Shot up won't go. Shot up won't go. Rebound Drew Watson. Watson will push the other way. Watson for 3. No good. Missed it off the right side. Rebound Langdon Lambert out of bounds, and it will be Canton basketball.
Each team's really kind of struggling from the field today, but getting good looks, just can't quite get that roll to work for them on some of these perimeter shots today.
7 minutes to go. 3-ball on the way. Off the front iron, no good for Lake and Otto. Rebound, Malachi Conley. Conley ahead now. Ball loose, picked up by Conley. Conley ahead to Langdon Lambert. Corner now is Holthouse. 6:40 to play. 36-31.
Canton's now really challenging Macomb out further away from the backcourts and really trying to make sure that the Bombers can't get to the basket very easy. They're contesting every shot.
Watson in the lane, kicks back out to Holthouse with 6:20 to play here, 36-31. That'll be thrown right into the hands of the Bomber coaching staff over there on the bench. Turnover, and it will be Canton basketball. So Canton to bring it up here. It'll be Lake and Otto. Cross the midcourt logo with 6:13 to go.
This is probably where Coach Gerznich is at his best in terms of designing an offense to respond to what the defense is giving him. And same with Coach Anderson. He sees what the other side's doing and makes sure they adjust accordingly. It's fun to watch two basketball coaches that have such great technical skill keep working hard.
Otto can't get a shot to fall. Picked up, now tapped around to the free throw line. Ball comes out loose. It's Colin Johnson who picks it up. Johnson on the break, puts one up, swatted, grabbed by the Bombers. Intercepted once again. Oh. And a backcourt violation.
Over and back call from that mishandling of the ball from both teams.
Coach Gerznich not pleased. Holthouse to bring it up the floor here. 5:30 to play in the contest. Conley with a drive in the lane. Kicks out to Hogue for three. Got it. Did they wave it off?
Beautiful look by Nolan.
So they're going to count the basket. It's good, but the foul going to be charged to Hogue on the play. His first, team first as well. Malachi Conley actually didn't get the scoreboard updated that quick. So Conley charged with a foul. The three-pointer's good. So a 39-31 advantage for the Macomb Bombers. Ahead now for the Little Giants. They'll kick back to the front court. Lake and Otto with it with 5 minutes to play in the contest. 39-31. Bombers by 8. And, oh, that's going to be one of those that's close. And it's going to be on Holthouse, I do believe. Yes.
The Bombers are stretching the floor even more now, going to a 1-3-1 and really forcing that ball to stay away from the Little Giants hoop.
So that is Holthouse's second, team second as well, and we're under 5 minutes to go in the contest. Macomb, an 8-point lead, but you know as good as I do, that's not very much in these type of ball games.
Now you get a couple players to shoot like this here with Gavin and Lake and Otto go. Oops. Miles was in that soft spot of that zone, and they found him.
39-33, the lead to 6. Watson with it. Left corner is Nolan Hogue. Hogue down low to Watson. Watson can't get that one to go. Ball loose, picked up by the Little Giants. Lake and Otto. 3:50 to play, 33-39. Canton trailing by 6. They can cut the lead to 3 with a basket. Inside jumper, good. Lake and Otto able to get his own rebound, throws into the hands of the Bombers. Break now for Watson. Watson loose, and it will be with Macomb.
Got Malachi coming back in, so you can anticipate the speed will pick up here for the Bombers.
39-33.
Like Coach Anderson, going to be where everybody puts everything on the table. So I think trying to give lots of looks so that each coach doesn't know exactly how to prepare, but knows that it's going to be a defensive battle in a couple more weeks when they face each other.
Yeah, and say that the third one will really be the charm and the most important one of the year. Obviously, the first one at the holiday tournament, that one was important because you're trying to advance in the bracket. This one still is important. I mean, you're trying to win one for your regular season record, but the one it all comes down to is in the postseason.
Yeah, that game will be one that you want to get a ticket for because there'll be some good basketball played during those 32 minutes.
Ahead now for the Little Giants. To the basket. Layup is good by Colin Johnson, and we have a 4-point game. 39-35, 3:17 to play. Holthouse out the front court, going to stay with the Bombers. Last touch there by the Little Giants, and Macomb will get the ball right in front of their bench. Hogue with it.
Canton's trying to play a little bit more stingy on that man-to-man defense now to really force some decision-making for Macomb.
Hogue ahead to Watson. 3:05 to play. Holthouse with it in the front court. Now to Holthouse at the top of the key. Now to Conley. Back and forth they go. 2:55 to play. Macomb leading by 4. Left corner now. Come all of a sudden.
Nice back cut there by Zeke to be able to draw the attention of his teammate.
39-37. To the basket goes Conley, lays it up and in.
Same play, different side of the floor. Nice cut for Conley to be able to get to the hoop.
41-37, 2 minutes to go here. Drive for Miles Hoops. Hoops to Gandy. Gandy outside perimeter 3. It is no good. Right off the head of Nolan Hogue and into the hands of Drew Watson, who resets and calms everything down after kind of a wild sequence of events. Yep, that's the right call there. Just a little too close, Lake and Otto did. That's going to be his second, team first.
Yeah, now with that minute 42 mark in the game, that lack of team fouls is going to be important because they got a little more to stop the clock and stay in this game. Macomb just keeps being very methodical about how they take care of each possession.
41-37, and Drew Watson gets the timeout.
Again, Little Giants stepped up to trap Drew there in the corner, and Drew didn't have many options, so it's good that he had those timeouts to burn, and he's utilizing them well.
Say, going to use one here. It's going to be a full. We'll pause for a quick break as well. Back after this on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Abram Olson Country Financial in Macomb. Abram is available to help you with your insurance and financial needs, and he enjoys helping friends and neighbors in the Macomb area protect what they have and prepare for their future. Stop in and see him today at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA in McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older.
We're back with you inside of the Alice Ingersoll Gym in Canton, Illinois. It's 41-37 with just over a minute and a half to play here, and this is going to be a finale to watch as the Bombers, they have 3 timeouts left, Canton with 4. Combs used a 30 and a full in this quarter. 1:34 to play. Back with you on Tuesday night as Macomb will host Payson at the hangar. And then they travel to the Shoebox on Friday and wrap things up with Monmouth. And then it's postseason time and went by really quick. 1:34 to go here. Conley to inbound right here in front of us.
Sure is fun to see Coach Grant back on the sidelines for the Monmouth Roseville Titans. It's neat to see him back out of retirement.
Canton going to come out and foul, so that's Gandy's second, team second as well.
This will come down to strategy here for this last minute and a half of this quarter here, because teams are now evened up on the fouls, so it's going to come down to finesse.
That one will be on Otto, his third, team third as well. Obviously what Canton's trying to do here is get to that, I'm sorry, team fourth. Sorry, missed one there. But get up to that fourth foul. So to the next. So that's going to be the fifth. That foul is on Lakin Otto, his fourth. So Macomb's going to be in the bonus the rest of the game. Conley. First one up, it's good. 42-37.
This is where games are win or lost, is right here on this free throw line.
Second one is no good. Rebound Hogue on the offensive rebound. Ahead to Holthouse. Holthouse to Drew Watson, and a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Gavin Otto, his fourth. Fifth, and Otto going to end with 8 points on the afternoon. 1:07 to play. Watson going to shoot two. First one up and no good.
Kind of unusual for Drew, who's normally pretty solid on the line, but he'll bounce back. Put this next one in and probably see a full court press coming from Macomb here pretty soon to make sure Canton struggles to get to the other side of the floor.
Lambert going to come back in, 43-37. And here we go. Canton basketball up the other way. Obviously not going to touch it, so the clock doesn't start. 1:05 to go here. It's 43-37 with 60 seconds to play in the contest. Outside perimeter, Colin Johnson ahead now to Logan Nichols. Nichols with it in the left court. Ahead now. Grabbed by Colin Johnson at the top of the key. Drive and a floater now. Knocked out of the hands of Zeke Gandy, and he's fouled. Hogue, that'll be his second, team fourth. Miles Hoop's going to get 2 free throws. Very important ones. First one up, and it is good. 43-38. One more to go here. The second free throw on the way. Good. 43-39, and going to be a wild 47 seconds here. Watson. Cross court trying to get out of there, and they're going to, whistle and a foul.
Drew will get to redeem himself here on the line.
Going to be on Miles Hoops, first personal. And Watson's going to shoot two. First one's good. Second free throw, missed it off the back iron. Ball loose, going to be Bomber basketball. Knocked out of the hands of the Little Giants, off of them.
That turnover is pretty crucial to the Little Giants. Not having that possession and Macomb getting the ball right underneath their own hoop is normally a recipe for disaster.
41-9, and it's going to be Canton basketball. Elby tried to save it. Not quick enough, and here comes Langdon Lambert back in for Elby. Colin Johnson to inbound on the right side of the floor. 3-point lead. And 32.2 left. Macomb trying to get out of here with the win. Canton trying to protect the home floor. Final game before the postseason. And again, the Canton girls going to match up with Farmington shortly after this thing is over. And winner of that plays the Macomb girls in the Knoxville semifinals next week.
Yeah, it's great to be able to see all this basketball here in Alice on a Saturday afternoon, and then get to go home later tonight to watch the Illinois Michigan State game. So a fun day of basketball.
Yeah, and that one might be, that's a little more nerve-wracking than this game is probably. And the Michigan State, they're playing really good basketball right now, and so we'll see how it goes. Terrence Shannon Jr. night as well. Big night.
Get to be able to recognize Terrence and all his contributions to the team when they made that run.
Holthouse will elect to call the timeout. Going to be a quick 30, and Macomb's going to be down 2 left. Canton with 3. So 32.2, no time off the clock there. Bombers didn't get it inbounded. And again, Macomb upcoming. They will have Pace and Seymour on Tuesday night at home. Here we go, Holthouse to inbound. 44-41, Bombers by 3. Bombers get it in, and a quick foul there by Logan Nichols. Going to be his first personal. And we'll go down and shoot free throws, and these are pretty big free throws now.
Yeah, Drew's probably the guy that intentionally Coach Anderson drew up to have that ball when it came inbounds, because he knew that foul would come quick.
30.6, only about 2 seconds taken off the clock there. First one on the way, it is up, and it's good, right in the middle. .6, 45-41. Bombers by 4. Bombers by 5 now as the second one is up and good. So Watson will go 2 of 2. 30.6 to play here. Canton basketball, and they're going to let the ball run. Holthouse going to get up and play defense. Otto with it. He'll bring it across the midcourt logo with 25 seconds to play. Lake and Otto with it. Offensive foul. So an offensive foul called.
Gives the ball back to the Bombers to be able to work the clock as much as they'd like, but I'm sure Canton will come after them and try to get that clock stopped to try to get the ball back. Nice play to get that ball back into Drew's hands here. Back court, but close to the half-court line.
Front court for Watson. He's fouled by Miles Hoops, and Watson going back to the line. So he's getting plenty of free throw practice today.
I'm guessing as smooth as he is at the line, he's had lots of practice over those years.
This will be his 9th free throw. He just shot and missed, so the second one here will be his 10th. Seven of 10 now is Watson, 70% today. Second one good, 47-41, 19.8 to play. In this one, cross court now. Lake and Otto with it. Otto ahead now, down to 10 seconds. Floater, no good. Grabbed by the Bombers.
Good defense.
And they will not elect a foul. And the Macomb Bombers are going to be 2-0 against the Giants. And the Bombers will move to 22-4 on the year with a 47-41 win. And that very good contest here this afternoon.
Yeah, great for the Macomb Bombers to get to that 22nd win. That's one of those special teams to get to that number and still have 2 more games to go. So a lot of exciting basketball that the Macomb fans get to see this season.
And the other thing being these two teams going to meet up again. So Canton will definitely be hungry when they come to the hangar here in just about 2 weeks.
Yeah, they certainly will be one of the bigger schools in that 2A playoff, and will be trying to do all they can to keep moving forward in that winner go home situation in a couple weeks that Macomb Hangar will be hosting.
Let's say we know Coach Gersnich and Coach Anderson will definitely have their game plans ready, and that's just one of those tough games where you don't want to see either side lose, because obviously two coaches that have earned a lot of respect around here.
Yeah, we're really fortunate in the West Central Illinois area to have some quality coaches like Coach Gersnich and Coach Anderson who really care about the heritage of their program. They recognize that both programs have a long winning tradition, and they want to keep that going. And I think Coach Anderson's getting close to having a coaching milestone here. So it'll be fun to see if he can accomplish that. And kudos to him, because he's continued to to make good players great players and give them an opportunity to always be competitive each and every night they play.
Absolutely. Well, Dr. Oldfield, appreciate it. Thank you. A lot of fun.
Justice. Great to have you.
And just like that, we look up at the scoreboard. It's been cleared just like that. Now, Canton and Farmington, and that's the next game here this afternoon, and the winner of that plays Macomb. So, again, like we said, a full day of basketball here, and this one right here is certainly a fun one.
Yep, it was. And thanks for the invitation to join you today, Justice.
Absolutely. Appreciate Spoon River College for all their support this year, and we wish you all the best with the building renovations and the best for a good rest of the school year.
Yeah, thanks. It goes quick. So once we get the spring break, spring semester moves on pretty quick. So students are excited to get graduated and move on to their next step, and we're excited to celebrate with them.
Absolutely. That's going to wrap us up from Alice Ingersoll Gym this afternoon. The Macomb Bombers moved to 22-4 with a 47-41 win. For Justice Keene, Dr. Kurt Oldfield, and Rich Fowler on the camera, so long, and we will see you on Tuesday night as the Bombers host